Welcome to Xbox Corner, my name is Alex, and today we're taking a look at some of my favourite digital deals on the Xbox covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Decent little week this one, a few new low prices and then a few returning favourites. So with that luck, hit subscribe, but join us here on Xbox Corner for reviews, deals and Game Pass breakdowns weekly, and let's get started. Before we do get into this, then we just wanted to say a massive thank you to you all. We just hit 5,000 subscribers here on the channel. It means a whole lot to both of us as we continue to push for more and more content. Finally, if you are grabbing anything, use cornershop.gg for Xbox digital gift cards and receive 10% off at checkout using code CORNER. We get a small kickback so everyone wins that way, and you'll find more details in the pinned comment below. Narita Boy then to kick us off, and this one, it's a Metroidvania experience with a world that could be seen as influenced by that found in Tron, or at least in its admiration for Neon. The story, you are in a computer program defending it from attackers, while learning about the creator and the beliefs around them in this world. The gameplay is solid, though it's a whole lot of exploration, some fun combat as well. I'm particularly a fan of the Techno Sword, great name, it looks good as well. On that note, actually, this game in general, I think overall it's a really stunning pixel presentation. The only issue I have really, there's no map in here, and that does on occasion prove frustrating. As locations expand, I did find I was getting lost. Still a lot of fun though, and a new low price here, 60% off. Spec Ops the line then, and this is a throwback, honestly, one of the 360 Classics releases. This is a gem of a game though, and in my opinion, definitely underappreciated. Looks like your kind of average third-person shooter, but it actually contains a story and environment that addresses, to a certain extent at least, the horrors of war as well. Playing it back at release, so I found it absolutely impactful, and it's stuck with me ever since. As the game puts it though, you'll only ever really get bad or worse choices here as you head to Dubai, which was wiped off the map following what is a catastrophic sandstorm. It's an interesting world though, looks good for its age, and the squad and gunplay, it has its moments of strategy as well. It's matching the low price then, 80% off. Tales of Iron then gets a new low price here with 50% off, and it seems this one it dropped on all platforms, so maybe you'd prefer it elsewhere, you definitely have that option. The gameplay, a 2D side-scrolling action RPG that infuses its combat with that which is so common now, a Souls-like edge. The story, you are a rat out to reclaim your throne from what is an evil frog clan. The animations and overall style here though stunning, but it's the mechanics that are the real winner as we work to gain new armor, new weapons, but factor in here the impact they will have on our ability. It features then voice work from The Witcher, which is honestly pitch perfect for this setting and narrative, and it even received a free expansion, though full transparency, I'm yet to dive into that myself. Not the longest of games either, at least the base content, it's around 8 hours, which definitely surprised me. I really thought this might be kind of epic in scale. A shout out then to Red Deer Games, who were kind enough to sponsor today's video with their latest release, Pro Gymnast Simulator, and this one's for all of the over-the-top physics-based gameplay fans out there. Myself and Luke have both played this one. In fact, Luke streamed the Switch build, but we both had an absolute blast. The idea though, face increasingly difficult challenges and overcome a number of acrobatic maneuvers. Definitely moves beyond realistic extremely quickly, that is for sure, but seeing the ragdoll physics kick in, it is always entertaining. Not an easy game to overcome either, but I'd never say it gets frustrating. It's for sure though going to push you as you control all of your character's limbs independently. If you do manage then to overcome the pre-built challenges as well, you can then even create your own with the game's included builder, and that is definitely worth a look. You can get extremely kind of weird when it comes to that thing. You can check it out though on the Xbox store right now, I'll link that in the pinned comment down below, and yeah, go show Red Deer some love, it is available for purchase right now. Cuphead then will be a good one for those that fancy a challenge. It's a boss rush game. I feel like it's pushed way beyond its original indie tag at this point, and it's great to see the huge audience that celebrates this one. The idea though, take down increasingly difficult bosses in what is multi-stage battles. You'll be traversing though a top-down overworld before jumping into the 2D action. It's a combination, this one, of platforming, gunplay, even some flying. It's an incredibly rewarding one though, this, that comes highly recommended from me. The visual, the audio design as well, absolutely stunning. It's matching the low price then here with 30% off, but I wanted to give it a shout out because the new DLC drops on the 30th of the month, and this, it's definitely been long awaited with a new playable character and a new selection of boss encounters. Ender Lilies then gets a new low price here with 30% off. Now I can't say I've played the Xbox build honestly, but I did complete it over on the Nintendo Switch, and this is going to be more than worth the time. Now this one, it's a Metroidvania that throws you into a world that was destroyed by the rain. Now that doesn't sound all that bad, let's face it, but it actually ended up either killing everything or transforming them into the undead. Now though, we must traverse this fallen kingdom, uncover the truth and take down all sorts of beasts. Combat wise, it's not just all out but defensive too. You'll be acquiring new skills and we can shape our characters thanks to weapons and stats. I love the visual style of this one pack, so it gives me kind of Salt and Sanctuary vibes if it was, think, a dash more cartoonish by design. Then the devs, they're supposedly working on a new game too, so I'm curious to see if it's going to be set within this same universe, because honestly I'd love to see more. A modern classic then, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. This one is an 8-bit action platformer, but the cast and the world absolutely incredible. If you're a fan of the genre, these are easily must-buys that I do recommend. This bundle then, it's packaging in 5 games total. That's going to be Shovel of Hope, Plague of Shadows, Spectre of Torment, King of Cards, and finally Showdown. Now the first 4, they are more in line with each other, though controlling different characters with, unique skill sets. The 5th game, Showdown, I think Shovel Knight goes bite-size Smash clone. Near perfect controls over these games, a really likeable cast, and a good ramp in difficulty as you slowly uncover the mechanics. It's also packing in a few extras as well, a challenge mode, body swaps and new leads, and co-op play as well for that first entry. It's a new low price then, 40% off. Our penultimate game of the video then, Chivalry 2, and I love this game. Played it back in the beta, that was enough to get my pre-order, and it's an online experience that has kept me hooked. It doesn't happen all that often honestly, typically I'm kind of in and out within a few weeks, but this one, it's just the modes I find incredibly satisfying as you're pushing across a battlefield. The controls definitely take some time, honestly. You need to learn the technique to, let's say, a sword swing or whatever your weapon of choice is, but it is great fun watching these epic scale battles play out. It's also since launch then had a slew of free updates which just don't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Looks great as well with the free Series X and S upgrade if you do have access to the hardware. It's a new low price then here, 40% off. Disco Elysium, the final cut then to close us out in yet another recent piece of genius. I personally played it over on the PlayStation as well as Switch. Luke covered it here on the channel for Xbox, I've linked that video in the pinned comment down below. But this one, it's a role-playing game, incredibly deep as it gives you free movement, huge amount of dialogue, an element of chance and skills along the way. Mix this in then with incredible full of voice acting, new quests, and a stunning story set around a murder, and it's an absolute winner. I liked it so much, in fact, I own the physical release on multiple platforms, I have the final soundtrack, I even went a little crazy and picked up the collector's edition, which I needed to drop like $200 on. Now I feel like that tells you though just how much I enjoy it, and I highly recommend Luke's breakdown in the pinned comment. It's matching the low price then here, 40% off. And that is the week down. Will you be adding anything to the library or holding onto that cash? With that then, look, hit subscribe, join us here on Xbox Corner for reviews, deals and Game Pass breakdowns weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.